Grandma Blackskin, the little evil big surprise move, the eagle turned over to the left to avoid the short arrow, and the hand has released a trick turning over the clouds and raining. This time he is not beating people, but hitting the horse's head. He wants to hit people is better than hitting horses, and he wants to make the girl in black fall. Hiss! The black dragon pony stood up in a sharp pain in his head, and kicked his front legs. Ah! The girl in black screamed in panic, but she was so skilled that she didn't fall off because of this, and she shouted a horsewhip and put a horsewhip on Yang Xiaoxie's head. It's a good time. Xiaoxie roared angrily, his body shook slightly, and he copied his backhand a few times, and he grabbed the horsewhip and shouted, "Stinky girl, you don't have long riding a horse, and you dare to hit someone with your eyes, fuck, something. What do you dare to stand in the way of my black dragon pony?" "What black dragon pony, white dragon pony, Grandma Highskin? Wait a minute, I'll take all the horse meat, and even you will be shabu with you." "Oh! It hurts." The whiplash wound on his back hurt again, and he couldn't help but reach out and touch the wound. "If you dare to touch my flying dragon castle, my father will not let you go." The tone was full of willfulness and perverseness. At this time, many people were already watching the excitement on the street. The girl in black saw that there were already many people, and she was even more arrogant, with her legs in her hands, and stepped on Yang Xiaoxie again. Xiaoxie flashed slightly, and he had avoided it, and now he was in the mood to joke. "What kind of play to meaning, flying dragon castle, flying pig castle, who have I called Xiaoxie afraid of you, stinky woman? You don't have long eyes on horseback, you want to kill my friend. If you hit Xiaotian," he patted Xiaotian, "don't say one stinky pig fort, it is 10 stinky pig forts. I also want you to eat pig every day. Let the pigs poop, he he he." In the end, he thought it was fun for the flying dragon to become a flying pig, so he laughed. If Tang Xiao knew that Flying Dragon Castle was the first big fort in martial arts, maybe he had sneaked away, and he dared to scold this, but if it was really on it, he might not be vague about anyone. This is his nature, more is better than less, the family is good, but when there is no way to do the family is good, he will shout, "Who is afraid of whom? You dare to insult the Flying Dragon Castle, you don't want to live." With a wave of her left hand, she shot another sleeve arrow and hit the left eye of the little evil. What a ruthless woman! The little evil great compassion pointed at a bullet, and easily opened the sleeve arrow. "Stinky girls, do you want to kill your husband?" A shining willow leaf flying knife was already stuck in the collar of the girl in black. "What? It's a mess, it's really a pig's eye, and it doesn't work to just hold it." The night girl didn't expect this sloppy little watch to be so skilled. She couldn't dodge the flying knife even if she wanted to, and her face couldn't help but change a few times, and she said sharply, "You dare to kill me? My father is the master of Flying Dragon Castle, he won't let you go." This girl is the Flying Dragon Castle Pom Mingshu Wei Yaokan. She has been spoiled by her family since she was a child, and now seeing that she is useless, she naturally thinks of her father, Wei Yuxuan, the world-famous Flying Dragon Castle master. It's a pity that Yang Xiaoxie is not a person who walks the rivers and lakes, and he doesn't buy this account. He he. "Kill me, haha, I still want to kill him, kill me." The cold light flashed, and the flying knife had hit the buttocks of the girl in black. The little evil grinned and said, "Don't worry, I don't want to make your ass bloom yet, it's okay to shoot the saddle, I've always liked to put the afterthought, please forgive me for the offense." He he. The girl in black was in a hurry, panicked, and angry, and suddenly she deliberately stepped on the horse to the little evil with a coquettish sound, and a sleeve arrow had been shot at Xiaotian who was standing next to her, and there was a thief and king. Wow! Xiaoye thought that this vicious woman would come to this move, and shouted angrily. Changhong Guanri shook off his right hand and shot at Xiao Tian, but the hidden arrow was already out of its momentum. How could Xiaoxie catch up, and in a hurry? Hey! Had to use a flying knife to knock out the hidden arrow, and Xiao Tian was just short of dying. The girl in black sneered when she saw the empty door behind the little evil's back. Drink. The 5 sleeve tendons have been oriented to the little evil's back. Look where you are running away this time. Wow! Xiaoxie felt that there were 5 wisps of strong wind behind him, and he hated that he was hanging in the air and couldn't change his body, so he had to twist his body and pull out the flying knife to block it hard. The left shoulder had been shot by a sleeve arrow, and the person also fell down, and when he saw the blood, Xiaoxie was already annoyed. Damn! Shouted, and instead of retreating, he rushed straight at the girl in black, whose momentum was as fierce as a wounded tiger, and it was unstoppable. When the girl in black saw that this kid was injured and was so domineering, she didn't dare to fight anymore with a chill in her heart, so she turned her head and said, "Drink! Run, look where you run!" Shouted again. He had already chased after him, showing his invincible running skills in the world. 3 ups and downs, and then one turned over, and his right hand had grabbed the horse's tail. Shoot! The girl in black whipped the little evil on the shoulder again. The little evil did not dodge, and then, with a wave of the flying knife in his right hand, he cut off the horse's tail, kicked his feet on the horse's buttocks, turned over and fell to the ground with a smile. Hee hee, a beautiful girl riding on a horse without a tail. Hee hee. Ha ha. There are such people who would rather take a whip than cut off the horse's tail. There is no second one in the world except him, and the more he thinks about it, the funnier it becomes, and he laughs wildly in the street. The black dragon foal was kicked in the buttocks, neighed sadly, and galloped forward, and soon disappeared into the west of the town, and the horse without a tail was really not very good looking. Xiaoxie checked his wound. Fortunately, the strength of the hidden arrow was not enough. The injury was not deep, but it also shed a lot of blood. Sigh. He spat on the ground and hated. Damn! Although I have never seen such a vicious woman, even Xiao Tian's life is wanted. Next time I will definitely remove her head. Today is cheaper for her, only cut the horse's tail. It's okay, hee hee. Let her go back to her hometown in style. After saying that, he walked towards Oda. The crowd smiled at this dramatic development, and beckoned to the little evil from time to time, and the little evil was their pistachio again, and soon they also dispersed. Xiaoxie walked up to Xiao Tian and checked it for him. How is Xiao Tian? Oda, no, it's just that my butt hurts a little. Xiaoxie smiled. It's okay, as long as it's not injured. I'll catch that girl another day and let you kick her ass a few times, the heavier the better. It's a little dark, don't worry your father. Thank you, little evil, I'm going back. With that, he was already walking in the direction of his home. Orlenza walked over. Little evil, how is the injury? It doesn't matter, this woman is so bad, probably from the Central Plains. He hated the woman to death, and his tone was full of anger. The little evil said ruthlessly, what's the big deal? It's all some dog fighting human power. You see her in a few words. What is Filong Castle? What her father's? Full of dog fighting human power, don't forget. He stretched out his head and laughed in Orlenza's ear. I'm a person who specializes in killing dogs, haha. After speaking, he couldn't stop laughing. Although he also wanted to laugh, he was still worried about Xiao Yi's injury, and he hurriedly said, Xiaoxie, I'm asking you how your injury is. Look at you, and have the heart to joke. Xiaoxie, hurt? Who wouldn't get hurt? I'm often hurt, what are the arrows of this stinky girl pediatrics, it's almost the same as shooting a kitten, shooting people as if scratching an itch for me, don't worry, my grandfather said that no one in the world can kill me. He stretched out his left hand and turned it to indicate that he had only suffered a flesh wound. Orlenza looked at it and said with confidence, I just returned you to a cold sweat, I didn't expect your martial arts to be so good, and then I can rest assured. Xiaoxie smiled, it's almost. Running for my life is a little bit, my martial arts are strong, so I don't have this ability, you see, didn't I fall into the mud? Orlenza, that's if you want to save Xiaotian, that's why it's like this, otherwise that girl won't be able to hurt you.